All right, so if your clients are dropping off and quitting your gym after a few weeks or a couple of months, this video is going to talk about why. I'm going to show you exactly where you're losing clients and show you how to fix it with a simple 12-week client journey structure. If you don't know me, my name is Justin Devonshire. I've been building and scaling fitness studios for over 15 years, and we maintain across our studios a churn rate of less than 6% on average, meaning for every 100 recurring clients, we don't lose more than 5 or 6 every month. However, the average studio that comes to me for help typically sees a churn rate of at least 10%. And the problem is, if you have a high churn rate of 10% for your group training or semi-private studio, you're losing too many clients and you won't be able to grow because you'd have to get so many new clients in the front end just to replace the ones that are leaving. You end up with zero net growth and you get stuck and plateau. So reducing churn rate way down to 5% or less has to be your first priority, because we found that a lot of churn will tend to happen around about weeks 10 to 11. So what we found is, from looking at the data across all the studios that we run and mentor, is that if you can get the client past the 12-week mark, then there's a huge increase in the chance they're going to stay for the next year. So this is why we have a 12-week journey where everything is designed to get them across that 12-week mark. And we call this the 12-week client journey roadmap. And most studios have nothing like this in place. They just deliver great workouts and they hope that's enough to keep the client coming back, but it's not. So here's what should be happening step by step. First, it's weeks 1 to 2. This is really important, how you start the relationship off with the client. So the first part of retention is what we call onboarding and generating fast wins. So one thing we recommend you do when a new client signs up to a program, book them in for a one-on-one sit down, which is a full onboarding meeting that you give them a clear plan, you customize things for their needs and their goals. You set expectations with them of what's required of them and what's required of you. And you want to now start taking their bigger goals and chunking them down into micro steps, which keeps the client focused. So here, we actually set a goal with the client for the first 2 to 3 weeks. So they might have a long-term goal of, dropping 30 pounds. We're now going to say in the onboarding session, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we could drop the first 5 pounds by week 3, right? So this, again, chunks it down, makes it manageable and not overwhelming for the client. And they can get fast early wins, which is going to cement their trust in you long term. So that's the first couple of weeks. Customize everything for the client, give them a really good onboarding journey, be attentive to their needs, and aim for a fast win in the first couple of weeks. Second, the next step then is in week 3, we book in another one-on-one progress review meeting. Now, I know this sounds like a lot of time to dedicate to each client, but this is how you add more value, and this is going beyond what any other studio does. This is how we can charge so much more for our packages, because our clients are not only getting the personal training in the workouts, but they're getting all of this coaching outside of the workouts. So in week 3, we're going to have a sit-down progress review. We're going to show the results they've had so far, whether that's inches lost, pounds lost, body fat lost, but also we want to reinforce the value with the client by showing them how their habits are increasing, or them telling you how they feel better, how they enjoy it, and things like that. Also at this point is our first opportunity for ascension. So ascension means converting the client, if they are on a front-end program, to get them converted into EFT recurring revenue. Okay, if they're already signed up month to month by this point already, you don't need to do this. But if the client is on a 4-week or a 6-week challenge kind of thing, Then at week 3 is where you'd make the first opportunity for them to sign up month to month. But we only do this if they have seen great results in the first couple of weeks, which 90% of them should. So if you do make an ascension opportunity here, you're looking at about 50 to 60% of them should be taking your offer to continue. Weeks 4 to 6 then, here in this phase, we still work on building more habits, really keep a close eye on their nutrition compliance. Are they meal prepping? Can you help them more with customizing the meal plan or their shopping lists? Anything that will make it easier to follow the program and get more consistency. All right, after that then, okay, whether now they've signed up from 6 weeks into recurring or if they were just on a recurring program anyway, we still need to keep this client retention journey going. Now we're into week 7 to 9, and we call this the danger zone. That's because at this point, some of the motivation can drop because the clients get such good results in the first 4 to 6 weeks. Sometimes the physical results, the pounds lost and inches, starts to plateau a little bit here. You know this, right? So beginners will have great results. Weight will fall off them in the beginning just from changing diet and exercising for the first time. But about week 7 to 9, they start to plateau a little bit. And we have to shift their focus away from just aesthetics. And we have to start getting them to think about performance, you know, how many push-ups they can do, how their stress is coming down, and stop them from slipping, basically. So week 7 to 9, lock in with the clients, give some personalized follow-up. Finally then, weeks 10 to 12 is where we now lock in their longer term commitment. At this point, we want to now generate another testimonial. So they should have really good results mentally and physically from the first 12 weeks, 90 days, 3 months they've been training. So we get a video testimonial that we can use on social media or for our Facebook adverts. We're going to also get a Google review from them, and we're going to ask for a referral. Now, referrals are a really important but overlooked retention strategy. So how is that? What has referrals got to do with retention? Well, think about this. If you can get a client to bring with them and train alongside their partner, their friends, their work colleagues, their family members, then that client is more likely going to stick with the program. It's not as if they're going to bring in their partner and their friends to train with them, and then they're going to quit the next month and leave all their friends there, right? It could happen, but generally it's unlikely. So the more you get a client to surround themselves with 2 or 3 people they know from referrals, it actually locks in the retention of that core client. So that's why we are really big on referrals. And ultimately, all this does here is you're cementing in their long-term identity. So they now identify as someone who, you know, does fitness for a living, couldn't go back to living any other way. And once you make that mindset shift, which takes about 10 to 12 weeks, you're going to lock that client in long-term. So when you miss all these things, the clients feel unsure, their results are inconsistent, and they're never quite sure it's working, and they're never given goals to aim for the next step ahead, and then they leave. So overall, again, clients don't leave because the workouts weren't good enough. They leave because you didn't drive results fast enough, you didn't help them build new habits and identity, and you didn't show them the long-term clear path forward. So if you don't control the first 12 weeks, you don't control your retention. So if you want to see the full breakdown of this and how we install this 12-week system into Studios, comment the word journey and I'll send over some information for you. And in the meantime, drop me a comment below. Let me know which of these areas in the 12 weeks do you need to install next that's going to have the best impact on your retention.